Hello there, minions of technology. My name is Tim Lee. Welcome back to Legacy Studio in MYST Revelation. We're into the next episode of a game that I have personally found very, very challenging in the user interface in itself. Out of all the MYST games that I've had the honor to play so far, this one is a piece of work. And we're going to dig in here and see if we can figure out something more. I think we're going to find out that I haven't quite completed everything just yet. No surprise. Let's move into it. All right, so we're inside this shippy thing. Now, the thing is, if I remember correctly, can I do anything? See, no. So I need to do something with this nonsense over here before I can go anywhere. And if we look around, there ain't much to do inside the ship. So that basically means guess who's getting out of the ship? I'm assuming. Yep. So this has been a while since I played this game. A long while, admittedly. You can't blame me. And there's been a lot that's been going on in this life right now. Things that have been keeping me very, 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 very busy. Let's quickly talk about one more thing. If this video ever goes viral for any reason, and you guys are asking, dude, what's the hat? What's this? I got it from a trade show. I have no idea what it is. It's some kind of farming product of some sort. But it's a really comfortable ball cap, and I like ball caps. So, if you're wondering, I'm clueless, and I do not represent these people, but they can enjoy the free advertisement while I enjoy their ball cap. Beautiful thing about getting freebies over at conferences. Okay, far too much time invested in that. Let's get back to work, show. I saw something over here. That looks rather intense. Doesn't look like I need to mess with it, though, which is good. So the ship is floating. And I need to sneeze, which we can't go to yet. I find it interesting I can click on this and look in this general direction, but nothing. But this is interesting. Have we done this before? Let's see what this is. Oh. Definitely haven't done this before. So let's see what's up here. Oh my land. This is where the... Oh, I hope this isn't where I think this is going to have to go. I have a very bad feeling about this.
Impossible. Every scientific principle I know tells me these rocks shouldn't be floating. And yet, somehow, they are.
They are.
Don't know how you did it, Father.
But you did.
If you can write it, I can certainly use it.
Sorry, guys. Zooming in on my face here. There we go. Hopefully I'm in focus now. Being in focus is a rather important thing for a YouTuber. So, alright, we have a floating rock. And a necklace telling us that we have a floating rock. By the way, I'm so sorry about all the black borders on this. I hope you don't mind. I have this really well designed so that I can be funny and do stupid stuff and flip upside down. And if I make the change to try and get rid of all those black borders around the game, unfortunately, it affects everything that I have done. So I do apologize in advance for not attempting to fix it. I hope you don't mind. At least you can see it in its beautiful form. Everything's circular and not oval like it is on my screen in front of me. All right, let's get back to work. So we've looked at the crazy floating rock. We know... Oh, here it goes that way. Oh, does it go that way too? Oh, it goes this way too. Oh, this is very bad. Oh, I'm going to be dealing with this game for forever. Well, you guys said it. I was making a fuss that I played a game that I played MYST for 50 hours. And you're going, yeah, have you ever heard of Revelation? So, yeah. That's a thing. And apparently this is a thing. Okay. Chess table. Chess. How did he get a chessboard? He made his own chess set.
What kind of a move is that? You had me, Father. You totally had me.
Huh.
And now you're leaving your queen wide open? Getting the narrow chess pieces out of you was more of a challenge than this.
So, he and his dad are playing chess, I assume. They are communicating together, I assume. There's only... So this is his bed. Crystals floating everywhere. Alright, so let's go over to his workbench. This is very elaborate for someone who basically has nothing. This... What? Oh. Blue crystal test. Results conclusive. Need to supply keyboard with total electricity gathered in garden and docking station only to disrupt these samples. And I can't move this paper? No. Strong earthquake likes tremors in lab 2 of harmonics listed in musical chart were played. Could be close to finding usable frequency. Lab mostly rock. Why does my brain absolutely hate how much detail is going into this right now? Every partially successful rock test suggests 20 units of power total. No more, no less. But in what combination? Must find way of dividing more accurately across 3 cables. This is confusing me because honestly that right there looks like it's supposed to plug into what's in this drawer here, in this corner over here, right there. No, it doesn't look like that. Never mind. I take it back. I didn't say anything. Alright. What else we got here? So we have different cables that we can't touch. Nothing here is touchable. Let's look at this. Nara, stronger than any other substance, will need all the power keyboard can take. Will even that be enough if distributed across all 3? Alright, I should be taking pictures, and the only reason I haven't yet is because I admittedly forgot that I could take pictures. So, hey, it's been a while. It's been a while. You're going, we'll play it more often. That's funny. Okay. Alright, so that moves, but it doesn't represent anything. Okay, let me grab a picture of this. Okay. And get out of here. And now we go back in here. Alright. I can't take a... Oh, I can't take a picture of this. Okay, cool. Alright. Ah! I did not mean to do that. Now, when I look here, there's 2 pieces of paper there, and it's not letting me move, only 1. So, I'm going to assume that's how that's supposed to be. Okay, that was the chair that I saw earlier. And I can't move these in any other direction except back and forth. So, apparently there's supposed to be a... My theory is that each one of these represents a weight or a power supply of sorts. Each one has a different purpose. Oh, hello.
Commencing rock test number 29. Yes, this should be it. This should be the one.
Was that the one? So it broke because didn't the control unit thing sit right there? Huh. Doesn't seem to be the case. I'm not gonna lie, this feels so vast that it feels overwhelming. When you think you've solved something, and my concern is that I found out how to get that ship to where I can get into it, which is nice, but did I actually do anything? Because maybe that ship actually needs to come to each level of this thing. The thought just makes me feel kind of sick, admittedly. Alright, let's go look over here. See? If the ship is here, then what would that mean to us? Hopefully I've solved it already and that doesn't mean anything to us, but... Oh boy, is this a telescope? It's a telescope.
Has to be fake. Has to be. But will getting to it allow me to finally reach the ground? Have to know. Have to get over there.
There's an awful lot of narrative in this as well.
Remarkable. No change to its molecular structure, no buildup of illumination inside. As long as the crystal remains grounded, electricity just passes straight through it. Interesting.
I don't see any change. And I admit, I rely heavily let's see. So now... Oh. You have to grab it so precisely. Interesting. Huh. Okay. You have to grab it so precisely that you could easily miss something. But look at that, it's staying charged. Is it losing it? Yeah, it's losing its charge. Okay. Alright. And I feel like we've kind of solved some of this by accident. This mouse glitching thing really is a nuisance. And I complained about this from the start of the game, thinking that it was my computer, until you guys mentioned to me that, nope, it's not you! So, hello.
Your faith in me is truly amazing, Mother. How long before I kill this one?
Why are they so connected to Mom and Dad and able to communicate back and forth when they're supposed to be in punishment? And I'm thoroughly baffled, because if it was as simple, I mean, why? How can they live a life of punishment and yet still communicate with their family? Very confused. I don't know. That doesn't make sense to me. Oh, we know we've done wrong. Maybe that's what's going on. Maybe they are playing a game against Mom and Dad. I mean, we see them fighting back now. We see one of the sons obviously making a fuss and showing up there at their home, which could say everything. Yeah, we've lied and cheated our way back into your good graces. Now it's time to mess things up just a little bit. Let's see what we have here. Alright, that one is scannable. I am relying, like I said, heavily on whether or not my hand changes when I go to click on something. A little too much. That's the part that annoys me, is I feel like I'm really relying on that too much. Look at all the plants, though. He says that she trusts him. But look, there's plenty of plants here. Not to mention this whole... Grab a picture of this. I mean, he's growing something, or something is naturally... And look at all this growth around her. He's doing some kind of green thumb experiment, complete with a greenhouse UV lighting system. I mean... Alright, unfortunately, I think we can go up higher. Let's go and see. So we can go down, and apparently we can go up higher. Joy of all joys. Alright. Here's a power socket. Going to where? Going to this thing. So, can that ship rise up to here? And do I need to rise it up to there? See how this thing keeps glitching? That is so... Oh, no!
Idiot! You've run these calculations 1,000,000 times. Counterbalance the magnetic forces perfectly, otherwise the ship won't get out of the dock. And you do want to get out of the dock, don't you? After all these years of trying?
This guy talks to himself a lot. I don't want to mess with the controls again and move the ship. I had the ship right where I wanted it because I had no idea what I was doing initially. Boo-hoo. I should have had Moss play this. I should have had Moss play this. You guys said it. I should have done it. Oh, man. Oh, man. Oh, man. But at the same time... Oh. There's 4 of these lights up here. That's interesting. If I grab this, it's not letting me move it back or forth. So, let's try this. See if anything happens. Doesn't look like it. Oh. Oh. Well, and he said something had... Whoa, wait. No, you moving my ship? Oh, it's moving the ship. It's moving the ship when I didn't want to move the ship. Did it move the ship? It moved the ship. Ah, ha, ha. Don't move the ship! For Pete's sakes, don't move the ship. What level did that bring it up to? Level 3? Oh, look at these. 2 of these are off now. 2 of them are on down here, though. Okay. What's going on here? Why can't I select 2? Oh. It only selects 1, 3, or... The end one's kind of like a reset, so it would seem... So what if I do this? They light back up. What happens now? They stay on. What happens if I go like this? Nothing much happening now. So... if that turns on 2... that turns on 3. Is that going to shut down 3 of these units? So I need to figure out how to shut down the 4th one, I assume? These are all... Are they in a circuit? They seem to be in a circuit. Those... oh, those might be just chains. That goes into there, comes out here, goes around here, goes up into this thing that's controlling the magnetism of the ship, which is right there, which is exactly what I didn't want, because it needs to be on the bottom floor to go anywhere. Shouldn't that have added only 1? So that turned on all 4 of them again. Which isn't... wouldn't you want all 4 of them on to supply power? No. If they're on, that means that they're not utilizing their power. So if I do this... I thought that one was a reset. Coming back this way would be 3. Oh, it's only 2. And then if I go back... 1. So this is... how much you want to bet this ties in with what's down on the bottom, and I have to do them together to make this work, which would just kill me. So what if we go this way now? And then back this way. This would power it up 2 more. And then back this way. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. All 4 are on. Okay, now if all 4 are on, does that mean the ship's gonna come all the way up? Don't I want this on all 4, though? Don't I want these sending all their power into this unit? I'm going to assume that I do. And then I'll go back downstairs and I'll move the ship back down with the bottom unit. I guess. Well, and thankfully it doesn't look like I need to move anywhere else. So let's give this a shot. And hope that I'm right about this, because... it would just frustrate me to no end. Okay. Here's the other power unit. Now, I've changed the crystals. Oh, gee. But look, I've powered a couple of them, so can I... were they originally powered, or am I just not paying attention? Okay, so... ship went all the way up to the top. Would the goal be that we actually have them all off? So going fully to the right turns on 4 units. Takes away 2. Adds 1. Takes away 2. Adds 1. So 2 plus 4, but you can only do it 1 move at a time. I can't move it across both. So how do I get... Is it different when it's at a different height? Because it's dropping down right now. What if I kill it here and reset it? Does the ship move? It does not. Yes, it does. It resets back to 0. Alright, fancy pen and paper time. Fancy pen and paper time. So, what have we learned? Alright, so lower controller. There's 3 points of contact that can only be moved once. In the powered on position, if I move it fully to the right, that adds 4, so plus 4. If I come back to the center position, that's minus 2. Let's go back to the 4 position. This should move it up to 6. Now, if I could simply go over here and add 1 more, we would be golden to get everything lit. What if I do this? It just turns it off. Okay, so let's turn it back on. Let's move it this way. Which wouldn't that add 1? I think that just adds 1, but don't quote me on that yet. Move it back this way. It negated it. Alright, I want to do this. I want to get these in view, and then just... Oh, no, wait. Release with the hand. There we go. That way I can just do it all with my hand here. Okay. 4. Wouldn't that add 1? Wouldn't that make it 5? And that's not doing anything. Four. How much of this changed because of what we did upstairs, though? We have access to all of it. We were able to get the ship down here, but we don't have any of this active And the question is, do we want these lit up, or do we want them not lit up because they're supplying power to what they're supposed to be? That's the thing that catches me off guard from the room that we saw in the center. And also, am I correct about this? If I turn this back here and then I go here, it adds 1. It does add 1. What's that doing with the ship? Okay. And have we added or subtracted anything to the ship? I don't see anything happening out there, but I'm not paying much attention to that. Let's look at that. Part of me thinks you would want that power that way. Wouldn't you want them all on? But all but one are on. I mean, do we want to look like we're supplying power through it, don't we? Let's see here. The technology, all the answers are here. So I unfortunately have to go and double check my math. All right. So we learned over here with this machine. When it is powered up, when it is powered and running, it is supplying that power just fine. But it is not conducting that power anywhere else, right? So look at that. But that means it is not conducting that power anywhere else. So when I do this, though, that power is doing its job over here. Oh. No. We're right. It's doing its job when it's deactivated. So I simply need to make sure that all of them are turned off, which is so bogusly backwards. Those are all turned off up there, which is exactly what we want. Right? Right. I think so. So in this case, we want the lights off. Right? Just... come on! Oh, where's Moss when you need him? Just make him do all the work so I don't have to anymore. So, there's two problems that I have here. We have to deactivate all of these lights to actually get over there. Secondly, we have to get our ship down to the bottom floor using the same system. And that negates by -2. 4. It then resets, but now look, it actually has 3. If we have 3, How do we continue this? If we have 3, what if we add 4 minus 2 plus 1? Plus 2. Look at them all on right now. Which means that they're not actually utilizing their power. So we do this, what happens? Nothing happens. So we have fully reset. Now, this needs to be done. That's in 1 move. It's 2 moves. 3 moves. 4 moves. And 5 moves. Oh, would you look at that? That was an accident. Was that it? Is it as simple as that? But the ship didn't come all the way down. But technically that's what we want, right? I think that's what we want. Let's leave this for the moment. Unless I'm just resetting it back to square one, which is probably what I'm doing. Oh, we looked at this. There's more to do. We're supplying power, but somehow we have not supplied power to here. Is that a pawn? That represent a king? And what are these? Huh. So we're not supplying power to everything, apparently. Here I thought it was. I am thoroughly intrigued. And look at the ship just floating here with no ability to use it. But isn't that the point? They're trying to demonstrate, if you didn't see that first, so let's just do what my brain tells me to do, which is going to be wrong in this situation, obviously. And I'm going to go ahead and go back to the top floor and put myself in a tizzy and then ask all my awesome people who watch my channel to help me figure it out. So my theory is, now I want to just try to get the ship to the bottom, utilizing only this unit. And once I do that, then maybe I can move, because these crystals might not matter to the crystals down below. Maybe. So, let's see what this does now. Because I only need to move it 3 places. So, this unit, which is the higher unit. Higher unit. How does it move? If I go this way, that's 1, 2, 4. Nothing happened with the ship. It stayed there. What goes this way? Nothing? So, center seems to add 2. Plus 2 in the center. Minus 1. Do we see a pattern? Oh! Oh! But it's not on the right floor. It's below. So it's mounted in the docking bay right now in that situation. So no, technically I need it up 1 level. So could it be as simple as that? No, it can't. Okay. I get the picture. Part of me thinks the other side of this is +1, question mark. So let's do... To only drop 2 levels. We only have to drop 2 levels. We would just need to remove 2. So to remove 2, couldn't we do this? Come on, baby. Perfect. That's it. Lock it down. Let's see what happens. Let's see if we did it. Let's see if we actually did it. Okay. Okay, ship's here. All those are off, which technically means they should be supplying the right kind of power. Technically. Did we do it? Did we do it? Let's find out. Let's hop in our ship and see if we did it. Did we do it? Yes! I don't know what to think about this. I mean, yeah, we did it, but what did we actually do? What? Necklace isn't going to light up and tell me what's going on now? Did he never get this far? Ooh, maybe he never got this far. Ooh, maybe I beat him. Ooh, wouldn't that be nice? Okay, let's find out. So, what is over here? Handmade stuff. Maybe he was over here. But, I mean, hey, big deal. We made it. We made it. To nowhere. So that's home base over there. He has been over here. Well, bummer.
At last. After all these years. Freedom!
Was it really freedom, though? Let's, scale back up, which I would never be able to do in real life because I'm fat. But let's just make sure we have an understanding of what's going on around here. Because I'm fearful that there's more to this than meets the eye. Like, a lot. Look at this. That's a control unit. As well. I don't like that. But I can't go that way. I do like that. So far, it's not letting me go over there to mess with that control unit or all those crazy crystals. I'm okay with that. Big time. Alright, so we're gonna go drop down this thing too. And we'll scream freedom all the way down. All the way down. Alright. Let's do this. Let's do it in his way, shall we?
Freedom!
I couldn't help myself. I hadn't gotten to use my voice mod system yet that I paid a lot of money for. So, lifetime subscription has to be used at some point. Okay, let's go down. Alright, let's see here. Music's so cool in this, you gotta admit. Why do you get to go this way? Let's go look over here first. And see what this is. Oh, you can move it, can't you? Oh, why can you move it? Oh, he has something to say. Future Tim here. You may have noticed that it seems awful quiet right now in this very important moment of Sirius's life. And it's because YouTube decided to put a copyright claim on me, and the audio in this specifically is licensed. So I have to talk to you and look like I'm trying to keep it interesting for the next whole minute. He stands like I do with that super wide stance. It's sad for me too. Trust me. Yes, this is a big moment. We should be playing the audio, and, well, you can thank YouTube for that. And whoever else licensed it, which technically they have a right to, but then I don't see any money, and it is helpful sometimes. Just saying. Just saying. Seemed pretty defeated to me. I'm just saying. Alright, we're at 50 minutes, my friends. We made some progress in this one, but that is going to wrap it up for this episode. If you did enjoy it, make sure you hit that like button, and let's say a humongous thank you. Oh, gosh. So, I think Moss has been messing with stuff. Hang on. Usually you wouldn't see me use this thing, but Moss didn't reset things back the way I asked him to. All right, I think we got it. Let's see if this will work for me now. I need to say a humongous thank you to all the amazing people who support us. Please follow me on my other social medias. If you like seeing drawings or you want notifications on videos when I remember to upload them, I ask Moss to do it every now and then, and he doesn't. So he could care less. Follow me on FirstTim412 on Twitter and official_legacy studio. And by the way, if you guys enjoy Moss and all of his stupid antics, he's got an Instagram as well, okay? And that would, well, a Twitter as well, and that's official Moss McKenzie. Go and check him out. Or it might just be Moss McKenzie. Might just be Moss McKenzie. I forget. Anyway, I'll have to put it on here, but I got to do it when he's not looking. Also, want to say a humongous thank you to all of our amazing patrons. First off, Tony Allen, Sean Hammond, and Jack Herman. Thank you so much for supporting me, especially in this super weird time that I'm going through right now. And also, right now, all my amazing Dorka historians and early access historians who give me so much grace and patience when I can't get out videos early, which is the whole reason why they sign up anyway. I deeply appreciate you people for supporting the cause of this channel. All right, my friends. Really quickly, before we wrap up here, let me let you guys know what is going on. This is, if you don't care about the personal side of things, then go ahead, scoot, go watch some other videos, enjoy yourself here on YouTube. In a personal note, though, I am officially scheduled for surgery on March 23rd. They will be removing my gallbladder, which does have a small polyp in it, as well as some sludge, as they call it. That's the medical term. It has sludge in it. Very medical. So they will be removing my gallbladder, and then they also did something called a barium test on me. And a barium test is you swallow different consistencies of foods and things like that, and they do X-rays on all that stuff as it goes down, and they see about how impacted or closed or open your esophagus is. Mine, unfortunately, apparently to that they say is 50% impacted. It's closed. So they need to do a scope on me. They call it an EDG. So what we're doing is we have an awesome doctor who actually can do both at the same time. He's going to remove my gallbladder and send down a scope my throat at the same time and see what's going on. In saying that, in addition to all those statements, um, there's three things that could be going on, and this is where I get a little anxious. The first thing that could be happening could be that simply my throat has tightened up over years of acid reflux that was not cared for because I never really noticed it or was unaware of it or never went and actually talked to the doctors about it because I didn't really notice it until they proved it. They say I have GERD. So it could be just tight, and they need to go down there and they need to stretch open my esophagus. And unfortunately, that's a lifelong thing where they might have to go back and do that several times throughout my life. The second thing it could be, and this one's a scary one, is that my stomach might have some ulcers in it because of that acid reflux, and that acid reflux could have done some damage to my esophagus in a bad way. Not sure what the fix is for that or how that plays out. Not sure if it's medications or what. The third option, and the most frightening of all of them, and this doctor did not, I did my own research on it. He did not make any statements of, I really don't think it's this. He left it really in that uncertain term, which I can't blame him. His license is on the line. Esophageal cancer. And there's a lot of cancers that you can get in your lifetime that can be easily treated. And if you're going to get a cancer, this is a good one to get. Esophageal cancer is not one of those cancers. And usually when they find it, according to the WebMD stuff, I'm just going to say it's not good. And the lifespan after you have been found to have that cancer, unfortunately, is rough. So I'm obviously hoping it's not that. I've been really tired a lot. I've been really sleepy a lot. I've been really exhausted. Weird pains in my chest, things like that. I've gone to the doctor about all of them. That has led to this information now. Very, very scary. So continue to keep me in your prayers if you're praying, people. I'm anxious. I'm going to stay positive on the idea that it's not cancer. I have not done anything in my life to have anything kind of that, except for eating stupid, but it's not like I smoke or anything of that nature. So I'm going to have a little bit of hope that something else is going on. And I'm just going to be waiting till March 23rd to get the surgery done. And once the surgery's done, then we'll get some extra results and see what happens. The nice thing is if it just needs to be stretched, maybe there might be some damage and maybe that can be treated with meds. If it does need to be stretched, he can thankfully do that during the surgery, which puts my heart at ease there, because I would hate to have to go back, have a second surgery where they do the stretch of the esophagus to open it back up. And a lot of people deal with this. I was really hoping I wasn't one of them. Apparently I am. And I hope that's as far as it goes. So your prayers would be greatly appreciated. God has a plan. But let's just say 2022 has been a weird year. And it has kind of spoiled my desire to want to play video games. It's kind of spoiled my artistic desire. It's just kind of slowed me down. And honestly just made me mentally and physically exhausted a lot. So please bear with me. I am going through a lot right now, and I'm feeling the weight of it, and it's one of the most frightening things I've ever dealt with in my life. So, and it could be nothing. I hope it's nothing. We'll find out. We'll find out. And it probably is nothing. That's what I'm telling myself. It probably is nothing. And then if it does turn out to be something, then I'll be shocked and amazed and cry and all that sort of stuff then. Right now I'm assuming it's not, as much as possible. So I love you guys. Keep it crispy. First Tim 412. I'll see you in the next video. Thank you so much for spending some time with me as we play through this game. At least we're making some progress. We're making some progress, so I'm thankful about that. Let's just say I'll be glad to get back to the mainland in this game. Back to Mom and Dad's house. This is an interesting scenario. All right, I love you guys. I'll see you next time right here on Legacy Studio. Bye.